Hi, it's Jehovah's Laws. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. Revelation 22:14. He who saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. So, where do we lie in the truth? What is the truth? The truth is, we need to know God's commands, his 10 commandments, to enter into heaven. Because he's not going to trust the ones that don't get the seal of approval. Do you have that seal? Can you recite all 10? They're not hard. Especially since this guy got on the scene. I'm the magnifier of the commandments. I magnify them. Magnify means to enlarge, to increase, bring into focus, bring to the light. No other gods. No graven image. No take name in vain. Remember Sabbath day. Honor father and mother. No kill. No adultery. No steal. No lie. And no covet. With 10, ye cannot sin. So you are wondering how not to sin. Keep the 10. What do you think made Jesus so great with his Father? Jesus kept his Father's commandments and fulfilled them. That's why he had such a holy face. He would have had a Darth Vader dark face if he hadn't kept them. Maybe his breathing would have been different too. Struggled, labored. And you probably wouldn't have trusted somebody with labored breathing to heal you, would you? Come on, people. You know the commandments are important. Your Creator made them. So they're important. Okay? They're more important than the laws that you've made so you didn't have to know about it. So you didn't have to teach your children about it. There is but one Father and one teacher. So what good is teaching your children anything else? You're teaching them how to make money, that's all. You should be teaching them about God, and God will provide them with whatever they need. Take no thought for your life, what you shall eat, or what you shall drink, nor yet for your body, what you shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Right? And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you, that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if God so clothe the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you? He's not saying that you won't be cast into the fire when he clothes you. But if you keep his commandments, you'll live. Keep his 10 commandments. They are important to live. Don't believe the devil, for he wants you to believe that they're not important. So he'll throw anything in your way that's tempting TV, women, cars, planes, trains, anything that will distract you. He threw all the kingdoms of the earth before Jesus and offered them to him if you would bow down and serve him. And you know what Jesus told him, don't you? Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Well, that's what you need to think too. You need to think like Jesus did. He thought about his Father and his commandments, day in and day out, and every day he was praying to his Father in his Father's house, the temple. And then one day he came out and saw money changers, and he became enraged. And so he overturned the tables and fashioned a whip out of a reed and chased them all out from the temple. And he exclaimed, "It is written, my Father's house shall be a house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves." So wherever there's money, there's thievery. So don't bring money into your churches, or you've made his house a den of thieves. I'm just reminding you. No other gods. No graven images. No take name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day. Honor father and mother. No kill, adultery, steal, lie, or covet. Anything that is the neighbor's. That could be a piece of chewing gum if you constantly want. And you're in line earlier. You could have bought some yourself. So you purposely didn't, so you could covet it and purposely break a commandment. That's how it's going to look to God anyway. Oh, I don't need money. I'll bum off the guy at work. That's coveting. The Lord strictly forbid coveting because it leads to lying. And the lying leads to stealing. And the stealing leads to adulterous heart. And the adulterous heart leads to killing. And the killing leads to dishonoring your parents and mother, your father and mother. And dishonoring that leads to dishonoring the day. And dishonoring the day means you'll be cursing your Father out in heaven. And cursing your Father out in heaven leads to making graven images of other gods. And making graven images of other gods leads to other gods. And also have no other gods before me. And pretty soon you're breaking them all and don't even care. And thus we have the world today. So if you think not knowing God is the way to go, not teaching what's important in your churches, then you're not going to be as important to God, who enforces his commandments, as you think. And I'm telling you, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand already. Learn the commandments. Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 through 26. Learn them word for word, forwards and backwards. So if God asks you for one, you can recite it like I can. I'm the greatest reciter of the commandments in the world today. I magnify the law in the isles where I live.